I'm back for another trailer reaction YouTube video. Now this is one that I actually wanted to do. Seeing how I've done a lot of Christmas movie trailer reaction YouTube videos already. So I figured that I would do this one, which honestly is the best bet, and it's a Wonderful Life trailer reaction YouTube video. Now this one's actually a bit more older. A bit more older. I mean, with it being like because this is my first time doing a 1940s movie trailer reaction YouTube video, which honestly I figured is the best idea that I could ever come up with. And then yes, of course, I'll be able to explain all the other details later, and then all that will come out, and yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense. So yeah, I guess it does make sense. So I'll just go with it. Yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's watch this.
When you order carryout online from Domino's, we know it takes skill to get pizza from our store through a car door to your front door. So we're going to tip you for delivering your own pizza to yourself. Get a $3 tip just for ordering carryout online, only at Domino's.
Oh, it's actually very old. Oh yeah, this is actually very, very old. Yeah. Wow. Guess this is just how movie trailers were back in the day. I guess this is just how they were back in the day. They just had to be a little bit more older.
Yes, it's wonderful.
But there's not a lot of famous ones.
Wonderful people get into the swim. It's a wonderful life. For never before has any film contained such a full measure of the joy of living, the drama of living, and above all, the glorious romance that makes this such a wonderful life.
Don't you ever get tired of just reading about things?
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing tonight?
I don't want to get married to anybody, you understand? I want to do what I want to do. And you...
Now, I would give this a 5 out of 5 and 10 out of 10. I mean, what I thought about was very great, and I definitely would give it 5 out of 5 and 10 out of 10. Now, you already know what happens in the beginning, middle, and the end. And, it kind of does make sense because, I guess this is just how old movie trailers were back in the day. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is just how it was, so, yeah. Now, me and Sting, we're still doing school lunch YouTube videos and different kinds of YouTube videos, and, yeah, I guess it kind of does make sense because, I figured that we do more of those, and more of those will come along the way, so, yeah. And, yeah, I guess it kind of does make sense. I mean, when you think about it, it's quite very different, and, yeah, it kind of is a lot different now that I think about it. And, yeah, I suppose it does. I mean, all the trailer reaction YouTube videos will all be like this, and for next week's, yeah. Yeah, well, I guess it kind of does make a lot of sense, so yeah. Oh, and for video gaming YouTube videos for Rhino Team RT gameplay, those will still come out, in the next month from now, which I guess is kind of the true statement and all. And, yeah, I guess it kind of does make sense, so, yeah, I guess it does, and when I think about it, so, yeah. I mean, when I do think about it, I probably do a lot of these, which I guess is kind of the safe bet throughout all this, and, yeah, so, I figured that I would be able to do this, and now I've done it. So yeah. Oh, and also for Rhino TMRT gameplay live streams, it appears that those are still far ways away from, like, well, I mean, while it would be an interesting idea, I mean, I don't know, do they last like forever or something? Yeah, I think so, but I don't know yet, but I'll probably look into all that. Yeah, so I figured that I would do this one, and with this one being my first very old movie trailer reaction YouTube video, not to mention another one of those Christmas movie trailer reaction YouTube videos, which kind of does make a lot of sense, and yeah. So I figured that I would do this one, and yeah, and it kind of felt very great and all. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of new trailers to react to now about these days. I've pretty much been caught up on all of them. At least that's what I know. Well, until when more come along the way, that's just what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot that I haven't done, and I'll get to that sometime later in the future, and, yeah, I guess it kind of does make sense. I mean, I guess I kind of like the idea about how I did remastered trailer reaction YouTube videos, but that was just, like, short-term. But that was basically just short-term, because there wasn't really a lot of, like, trailer reaction YouTube videos for me to remaster. Yeah, and there wasn't really a lot of trailer reaction YouTube videos back in the day that I did that ever would get a remastered trailer reaction YouTube video in the future. So yeah, I mean, normally I would do one here and there. But I guess it's just yeah. I guess the remastered trailer reaction YouTube videos are probably done for now because I already covered up all that. So yeah. Until the reboots, remakes, and recreates trailer reaction YouTube videos, which will probably be a long time from now. Well, right after I do trailer reactions of pretty much every other one of them that I haven't already done yet. Right after I do that, then I can do the reboots, remakes, and recreates trailer reaction YouTube videos. Then I can do those ones which will look those ones of course will look a lot more Ryan Shane gaming play, but still run Rhino TMRT gameplay, but still will have a Rhino TMRT gameplay modern style in the future. So yeah, the reboots, remakes, and recreates trailer reaction YouTube videos will probably, when they come out in the future, they'll still be Rhino TMRT gameplay like, but they'll also look a little bit like a lot similar to Ryan Shane Gaming Play, so you can go check that one out. So you can go check out Ryan Shane Gaming Play and Shane Kirby Gaming and live streams. For other video gaming YouTube videos that me and Shane, well, technically what Shane does. So yeah, you'd be able to check all that out, and yeah, I guess it kind of does make sense. I mean, it kind of felt great, and there will probably be a new topic for next week's What Would Have Happened If This Were in Real Life Round TMRT Gameplay Series YouTube video, which I guess is a safe bet for me to easily say and all. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for today. Peace out. Bye bye.